So I wanted to come in here and you know, and talk about this video that was sent to me by a brother that followed me on Instagram. Shout out to the brother. Follow me on Instagram. And the title of the video was something to the effect of black people get killed because they call themselves black. Now, this ain't the first time I've heard this argument. This ain't the first time I've seen this argument. I hear this argument made by different sets of black people that decide to call themselves different things. Because you call yourself black, this is why, you know, cops and motherfuckers kill you. Not because, you know, the colonizing motherfucker is racist and has a whole system set up to protect him. It's because you call yourself black. Now, I do hold black people to task in other areas. Not instilling our children with pride, not having any pride ourselves, not instilling it into our children, and teaching our children to be cowards, fall for propaganda, and seek white acceptance. These things I do believe is our fault. But I'm not about to buy into that a white person, a racist colonizing bitch, is killing you because you call yourself black. Not gonna do that. Now, in this video, he did go through, you know, ways to get paperwork. You know, if you watch any of this Morris shit, you know, you can get some paperwork. That you can travel without, you know, some type of, you driving a privilege. You can travel. You're supposed to be able to travel. I mean, y'all done heard this just gibberish shit. The shit don't work in real life court. So I don't really know. We'll get into more into that here in a second. But that part of it, I can respect the information. What I don't respect when these groups do it, not just the Moors, you got the Israelites to do this shit. You got these so-called indigenous groups that do this shit, copper colored, brown, all these motherfuckers that do all this shit. Come up with all these little sublets groups of black folk. And, you know, all of a sudden, they'll turn their angst against black folk. Not the white man and his mama. Not our mortal enemy. They're turning against black folk. Oh, it's y'all fault. If you wasn't calling yourself black, you'd have more rights. I think he suggested in this video that we call ourselves white. Because it means some type of, something he said should mean, some word. He broke down the word and what it means as a white. I'm not going to call myself white. But what I notice about all these groups that tell you to call yourself all these different names is them motherfuckers never, ever show where did you get a off or get some special treatment per you calling yourself or identifying yourself as whatever it is you want to identify yourself as. I never see that. Those are videos I ain't never seen. They'll tell you what you're supposed to do, but you don't see any evidence of it being successful. I haven't heard of a Moorish leader, an Aboriginal leader, a Hebrew leader, or organization or group that has been a threat to the government. Not one. The FBI, through COINTELPRO, did seek out to destroy certain groups. To infiltrate certain groups. Wasn't Moorish. Wasn't no Israelites. The black, and I'm black in all caps, Panther Party, and the Nation of Islam was on there. They wanted Malcolm X to be taken care of too. Now, I believe the Nation of Islam has been co-opted since then. I do believe in that. But the Black Panther Party called themselves black. If it's true that the government or, you know, they be acting like there's such a big threat if we start calling ourselves Moors, why the fuck has there never been any leader of any of these factions that made it to be a threat to the societal programming? None of them. This is me giving y'all a common sense, practical argument. This is one that don't get dealt with. Nobody wants to talk about it. The organization that caused the biggest problems for these motherfuckers and the feds had to come in and deal with, Black Panther Party. Black. Because our unity is where the strength is. It's simple to me. But they like to try to overcomplicate this shit. Try to make you feel like you ain't shit. Because you say you black. Or you identify as such. Like they done dodged some bullets. Or kept a noose from around their neck by presenting some goddamn paperwork that say, oh, I'm a Moor. Or excuse me, officer, I'm an Israelite. Put your gun away. That shit don't work in real life. Trayvon walking through the area he walked through where he was murdered by bitch ass Zimmerman. Oh, Zimmerman, nah, don't worry, bruh. I'm indigenous. This shit don't make any sense. On a very basic common sense level, it makes no sense to me. Black unity is what the threat is. It doesn't matter if we unified under the banner of Moorish. It wouldn't matter if we unified under the border or the banner of Israelite. It wouldn't matter if we unified under the banner of indigenous. It doesn't matter. Our unity is the issue. Period. Motherfuckers acting like, you know, words and then what you call yourself. Like, no. Hell no. Because you're not about to get no special treatment under these laws regardless. Look at your skin. Your skin. You ain't about to get no treatment, no special treatment. I don't give a fuck what you call yourself. That's not real. You can call yourself an American. Try your best. It doesn't matter. And the thing that bothers me most about these groups is that they will try to convince you that it does, but won't show you any evidence that it actually does matter. That it made a difference in their life in some type of way. Other than them wearing a weird ass red square hat with a tassel on the side. Talking about some damn Yah. You know, these different groups. How we was here before Columbus. All that shit is cool. But what about this unity though? Because that's the problem. It don't matter what we stand under. It matters that we stand together. You see. You can look at any, all through the COINTEL documents. I've studied them. I've researched them. Nothing about no Moorish leader in there. Black. There's word about black organizations organizing, unifying, electrifying black people in an effort to have pride in themselves. And the Black Panthers really caused a big problem, telling black folk to get them some guns to defend themselves. They didn't say Moorish people go get you some guns. Black people, all of you. I don't give a damn what you is. I don't give a damn what you call yourself. Go get you some guns. Black Panther Party. Deemed as a terrorist organization for pushing black people to have unity in themselves. Looked out for all black people. That's the threat. That's power. You can flash around all the goddamn documentation you want. The power is in us standing together. And that's simple. I ain't running no book to try to tell y'all nothing. I'm not running to the Bible to tell y'all what tribe you supposed to be. All that shit extra, and it's fucking stupid if you ask me. We've seen in this lifetime, not in my lifetime of course, but we've seen what threatens this establishment. So why the fuck do people make videos acting like black people calling themselves black is what the problem is? Trying to shame black people. into coming and joining and put on their little dumbass hats with you. Calling themselves Israelites. When you ain't seen not one video of any type of evidence that shit actually makes a goddamn difference. That shit is no threat to the fucking government at all. They don't care. Get hit with some hard, real shit and go in there and try to use some goddamn Moorish shit and see what happened to you. This system will lock itself down like it always does because you black. You can even wear your little hat in there if you want to. It won't matter. OJ didn't identify as Moorish or as a Moor. And that bitch got away with killing 2 white folk. How many Moorish people you know facing some real life legal issues that's shaking that shit based on them having some paperwork, different paperwork? Come on now. This common sense. A lot of these motherfuckers, I'm telling y'all, they like to overcomplicate shit. Be extra about every goddamn thing to prove that they smarter. But this is just common sense. I know it was one organization, and if you can have a chance to, there's a documentary on Netflix about the Black Panther Party. The feds sought out to destroy that organization because that was the threat. Not you Moorish niggas, not you Israelite niggas, and not you fucking indigenous niggas. Y'all ain't never made it on nobody's watch list. Ain't nobody worried about y'all. Because y'all dividing yourself out. You're taking yourself away from the team. That don't threaten this fucking establishment in any type of way. But if you have, I will give people a chance. If you have seen these organizations, these groups actually be some real threats somewhere, then, you know, hit me up. Shit, leave a goddamn comment. I know a lot of these motherfuckers gonna be mad because they want to be special so bad. They want to be different so bad. Black folk want to be different so bad. But when I see these videos, I don't really give a fuck about the documentation and the law and all that shit. Okay, cool. You know, I can respect that. But when you start telling black people it's because you call yourself black, that's why I have the issue. You can even argue that you're not black, you're not coloring the crayon, but you can argue all that fine. But when you start telling people, my people, that the colonizer is killing you because you call yourself black, this is what's happening. This is the crux of, this is what they holding on to. Because you call yourself, you're lying to people. You're lying like a motherfucker to people. And that's what I have an issue with. But that's all the fuck I wanted to say. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Comment if you feel me to comment. This video may get a lot of comments from Israelites and Moors and indigenous and copper color and all alike. But I want y'all over smart motherfuckers and Bible quote motherfuckers to show me a leader of yours that was a threat, an organization of yours that was a threat to this establishment. If you're not gonna do that, don't leave me no long dumbass paragraphs, because I don't give a fuck. You say that shit for motherfuckers that's dumb. Don't waste it on me, because I came at you with common sense. So come back at me with the same thing. That's all the fuck I want to say. Shout out Team Rob, y'all already know what the fuck it is. I'm out.